During menopause, when everything around you can feel confusing and loud, hormones are shifting, your body is changing, stop wallowing and take charge. We want good energy, and it starts with positive self-talk. I am awesome. I am fantastic. I am worthy of everything that is good in this life. I am worthy of abundance. I'm worthy of love. I am having the best day ever. I am having the best menopause journey ever. Your inner dialogue is the foundation of self-love, because the truth is, hello and welcome to the Menopause Mindshift Self-Love Podcast, where my goal is to inspire women who are in menopause to unleash their inner queen. I am your host, the Menopause Queen, Lisa R. Triggs. I'm a menopause coach, motivational speaker, and best-selling author. Let me ask you a question. What is your inner dialogue like? When something goes wrong in your day, what is the voice inside your head saying to you? Is it saying, that was dumb, you should have known better? Or is it saying, that's okay, you can try again? Is it criticizing you, or is it encouraging you? Because the truth is, the way you speak to yourself may be the most important conversation you have all day. We all have an inner voice. It's there when we wake up in the morning. It's there when we make a decision. It's there when we make a mistake. It's there when we succeed. But here's the thing most people don't realize. Your inner dialogue is the foundation of self-love. And during menopause, when everything around you can feel confusing and loud, that inner voice becomes even more important. There's so much outside noise during this phase of life. Hormones are shifting, your body is changing, your emotions are unpredictable, and sometimes it becomes very difficult to find the quiet space inside your own mind. But that quiet space is exactly where self-love begins. Today, we're talking about your inner dialogue and how it plays a role in how you feel about yourself, how you show up for yourself, and ultimately how much self-love you allow yourself to experience. So let me ask you again, what is your inner dialogue saying to you? One of the first things we have to remember when we wake up in the morning is to be kind to ourselves. Reassure ourselves that it's going to be a great day, that you're going to have a great day. You're not going to let your boss get to you. You're not going to let your spouse get to you. You're not going to let your kids get to you. You're not going to let your menopause symptoms get to you. Because here's the thing, when you let those other things get to you, then the menopause symptoms get to you. That's just a truth. Stress will bring on a hot flash faster than you can say, oh, go. Absolutely. So that's why I really try and focus on de-stressing, reducing stress. That's why I encourage people to write things down and release it, release the negativity, to take time for themselves and meditate, or as I call it, center. Even there are foods that help reduce stress, right? And reduce your cortisol levels, like collagen and things like that. Moving your body, this is so important. It's all about reducing the stress because your body is going through so much stress during menopause. These hormonal fluctuations are outrageous, and the things that they do to our body is beyond phenomenal in every way, actually, positively and negatively. When things are working normally and the things we experience, and then when the estrogen reduces and the other things that we're experiencing. The connections that these hormones have on the body are far more than we even realize. Let's pause for a second and remember this one thing. Your body is connected. We have systems throughout our body that connect one area to the other. So don't for a minute think that you're not going to have a reaction or a action from one thing that's happening in your body. Almost guaranteed it's connected to something else. Here's what can happen. Here's an example is that I know someone recently who went to the sleep clinic, right? They wanted to test sleep Okay, you stop breathing. You need a sleep apnea machine. And the person said, I don't want a sleep apnea machine. What are my other options? Oh, well, there's this mouth device you can get them. Oh, I'm not wearing that. What are my other options? Then it was, oh, well, then there's, diet and exercise and things like that, reduce stress. Okay, I'll do that. The first option that was given instead of, oh, have you thought about changing your lifestyle or making some improvements to your diet? You know, propping your self up at night, you sleeping more on an angle, put another pillow, get an adjustable bed. Nope. First option was we want you to buy a $4,000 sleep apnea machine. So let's remember something here that things are always connected. So, with the body and outside the body, you have to remember too when you go to your doctor is there to prescribe you something generally. You're going to your doctor to get a prescription or another test done to see, but really drive home the root of the issue. What is the root of the issue? So, in this example I just gave you with the sleep apnea machine, the person said, no, I'm going to look at the root of the issue. What's causing me to do this? Is it what I'm eating? Is it what I'm drinking? Do I need to prop myself up a little more? Or is there something else going on? Could I have maybe something else that's causing this issue as well? Am I stuffed up? The person knows he has allergies, right? When he gets stuffed up, then it's harder for him to breathe. His sleeping isn't as good. So my point in telling that story is that things are connected and you've got to look for the root cause. So you may be experiencing additional menopause symptoms because you're not actually being kind to yourself. Your inner voice, your inner self-talk is a negative one. And it doesn't actually always have to be just about you. We condemn others a lot inside our heads. I'm guilty of it. If somebody upsets you, you're thinking inside your head, oh, that SOB, whatever. We firstly think a negative thought about someone instead of firstly thinking, giving them grace and saying, oh, there must be a reason that they said that to me, or that they reacted that way, or that they're giving me that advice, or whatever, whatever, whatever. But our first instinctive reaction, a majority of the time, just like if it instinctively is a negative reaction, not a positive one. But what if we change that? What if you could actually just pause for a second? Just or half a second, a millisecond to just pause and go, okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. Or change it. You start thinking the negative thought about yourself or somebody else. You pause a minute and say, nope, I'm going to think about something positive instead. You know, my eyes are gorgeous. I love my sense of humor. If we wanted to talk about not just physical features, I love my sense of humor. I love my passion. I love the love I have for my family. Love the love that you have for yourself. Change it. Don't think negative about yourself or anybody else it affects so, so much. And not only did I learn about mindset in my menopause certification course, which I was very pleasantly surprised to see that they actually covered that. Mindset was actually a really, really big part of my menopause certifications. I'm so glad to see that it's becoming more prevalent, more prominent when we talk about menopause. Mindset makes a huge, huge, huge difference. How we think about things can affect our whole lives. Do you have a friend who is negative about everything? Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Oh my God. Everything is so dramatic in that. Observe them. Some people thrive on drama, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm not condemning anybody. Like I was saying a minute ago about going to the root cause, and I'm not a psychiatrist or psychologist, but generally, from my own experiences, when you're judging others, it's because you're not feeling the best about yourself. You're not loving on yourself when you're actually judging somebody else. So the first thing you need to do is be aware and stop doing that and love on yourself first. And if you really, really aren't happy with how much weight you've gained, there are so many things you can do about it. We have to come to a point where we say, stop wallowing, and take charge. Now, I know that can be very difficult to do, but I know it can be done because I did it myself, because I was wallowing. for years. And then I was like, whoa, I need to cut this out. Like, no, 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 no. I am not allowing this to continue because there are a lot of things that are I'm grateful for, that I have a lot going for me, and I need to appreciate that, and I had forgotten that. So we need to remember. We need to remember what to appreciate in our lives. We need to remember what to appreciate about ourselves. So that inner voice is appreciating yourself. First thing when you get up in the morning, open the blind, whatever. Turn on some music if that's what makes you happy. You know, and say, hello, world. Good morning. I'm ready to take on you. Today is going to be an amazing day. And if you're dreading going to your job, change that. You have options. Either find something about your job that you like and focus on it, or change that job. You do have options. There are always options. Have you ever even thought about, say, your boss is giving you a hard time and it's bringing you down, or even thought about like sending them love? You know, like in yourself going, I just wish them love, and see what that does. See the ripple effect of that. I have experienced that. I have experienced that firsthand many times over the past few years, sending people love in situations mysteriously end up working out in my own favor. Because in sending love, it's a good vibration. It's good energy. And that's what we want. We want good energy. And it starts with positive self talk. I am awesome. I am fantastic. I am worthy of everything that is good in this life. I am worthy of abundance. I'm worthy of love. I am having the best day ever. I am having the best menopause journey ever. I am perfect just as I am. That's a big one. Your inner dialogue is so important to your menopause journey and to your life. It's all connected. And believe it. Let that energy go out so they can receive that energy back. Your inner dialogue is the foundation of self love. And during menopause, when everything around you can feel confusing and loud, that inner voice becomes even more important. I'm going to end it there. Know your worth. You are worthy of all good. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, as this topic says, to love yourself first. Bye for now.